We are back on MorningLine. Thanks for joining us, streaming live on Facebook at newschannel5.com. And we're here on the plus, 737-7587. If you have a question or comment for Vice Mayor Jim Shulman here in Nashville. We've got a couple that waited through the break, and Ann always jumps in. She usually has a question or comment. Ann, good morning to you. Go ahead, Ann.
Good morning. Last week, my 19-year-old grandson went back to school on White Birch Road at TCAT, and I waited till the end of the week to ask him what the attitude was for mask wearing, and he was brutally honest. And at the beginning of the week, he said that it was kind of lax. By Wednesday, TCAT in East Tennessee had an outbreak, and the attitude on White Bridge Road was greatly different. And by Friday was being admittedly very enforced. And we had a very open and honest discussion on mask wearing and the impact that it could have on humans with conditions, especially his grandmother and great-grandmother. And it had a big impact on this 19-year-old. Every time a person chooses to walk out their door without a mask on, they are violating my civil rights, and I am forced to remain at home. And luckily, I have 3 houses on my street, so I can rotate what yard I'm in. I don't have sidewalks, and only one person in my neighborhood wears a mask when they use the street. So I am stuck in my yard and in my house. Every day, my liberties are violated. My question to you is why? Please explain to me why masks are not enforced when a simple mask would stop the number of deaths in our country, our cities, our state.
Well, the whole enforcement issue is a tough one. It's personal responsibility. I mean, we're not walking. And look, I'll be honest with you. I wear this walking around the station, okay? If I'm at my desk, I take it off. Obviously, right now, I take it off. You don't have one on. If I go any place where there are other individuals, I'm wearing my mask. But if I'm going for a walk with my dog on my street by myself, and it's empty, I'm not wearing a mask. I mean, it's just common sense.
Well, so it's individual liberties and I understand, one person's individual liberties run up against maybe somebody else's individual liberties. There's a bill floating through the council right now about wearing masks, essential workers wearing masks when they're dealing with the public. I think the mayor's executive order coming through the health department says that people are encouraged to wear masks. That may have changed the language, but they're really trying to get people to wear masks. But it's the enforcement part that is difficult. So obviously there's lots of us out there walking around, and I don't think anybody has been picked up, nor do I believe that anybody is going to be picked up and arrested for not wearing a mask. I'm not sure if we're going to get that far. And you may say, well, we should, and if we pass a bill in the council that says, yeah, certain people are supposed to be wearing them at all times when they're dealing with the public, and then they're not, is somebody going to enforce that? And I'm not sure.
Well, what would the enforcement be anyway? I mean, writing someone a citation, you're not going to jail anyone. I mean, I don't know that works. I don't want to see that.
We're trying to keep people out of jail because that's another mass setting.
Well, yeah, no one's going to go to jail for not wearing a mask. That's sure.
So you give a citation.
I would think it's like a ticket. Like, here's a you're not wearing it. Here's a $25 ticket. I don't want to see that either. I mean, it's just tough.
Yeah. So I don't know if anybody gets a citation. When Ann was talking, you're always trying to figure out. I mean, when I'm out and about, I'm going like, what's the message? What is the right messaging that will somehow get people to do what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to do without having people chase after them and try to enforce it? And I don't know. I mean, I came up with that thing. It's like Nashville needs to keep its guard up, not down. And then, not that that's brilliant, just stealing it from someplace else. But then I'm also thinking about, and do we do we do service announcements with older people with underlying health conditions and say, we're asking you to wear a mask for me. I'm the one that you may hurt if you don't do what you're supposed to do. So I don't know. I don't know how you do it. I mean, we're thinking through it. I don't think we're going to get as far as Ann may want, which is make everybody mandatory wear a mask when they're out, and then if you're not, something happens, you get picked up or you get a citation. I'm not sure if we're going to get that far, but we're trying to push that message really hard about it.
I do sympathize with Ann. So let's go to Charles. Charles, good morning. Hi, Charles.
Hi.
Hey.
I have one question.
Okay.
Did they announce on the TV about where you can find?
Good morning. Hi, Charles.
Hi.
Just talk on the phone, Charles. There's a little bit of a tape delay there. Just go ahead and talk. Can you hear?
Okay. I have one question. They announced on the TV about free masks, but I don't have no computer, no way to look up where the location are. Could you tell me where the locations are?
How to
pick
go?
up the free masks.
Okay, yeah, well, we know that the state was giving out masks to individuals. In Metro, I mean, where could Charles go?
Yeah, the county health departments have them as well, and they're trying to get them out. So Charles should call 615-862-7777. That's the COVID-19 hotline. 862-7777. Call the health department if you can't remember that, if you don't have a chance to write that down. Just either look online if you have access to that, or call your county health department here in Davidson County if that's where you are, and ask where you can get a mask. Okay, and they're giving them out for free. They're in lots of different places. If you're outside of Davidson County, call the state health department, or call your local health department in your county and just ask. Okay, so you can get one. They're giving them out. You can get one.
Yeah, I just think anyone that wants a mask like Charles like that should be able to get one. And keep in mind, folks, making them somewhat their own. You know, I mean, like I said, the mask is not there to keep the virus from getting through to you. This mask probably wouldn't do a great job of it. But if I were to sneeze, it's going to capture those moisture particles that could float in the air to someone else. And heck, a bandana we saw can do that. So there's ways you can come up with to cover your face.
Yeah, if you don't have access to go get one, or if you're having trouble doing that and you need to go out. People put shirts on their heads or bandanas or something. You can get one, like you can make one yourself, basically.
Yeah, something, a makeshift one. But yeah, there should be, anyone who needs or wants a mask should be able to get one through your health department. Listen, we'll take a break. We'll come back with more calls and more of the comments on Facebook right after this. Stay with us.